Next, we have to study ultrasound synthesis. Just before studying the ultrasound sound synthesis, first we have to study the sound spectrum. The sound spectrum is broadly divided into three portions. That is infrasound, sound or acoustic sound, or ultrasound. The frequency below 20 Hz in the sound spectrum is called infrasound. The frequency between 20 Hz to 20 kHz is called normal sound or acoustic sound, and the frequency in between 20 kHz to 200 MHz is called ultrasound. Below 20 Hz we can observe the earthquake monitoring. Human hearing falls in between 60 Hz to 16 MHz. The ultrasound is again divided into two, that is conventional power ultrasound and diagnostic ultrasound. Conventional power ultrasound is commonly used for cleaning, plastic welding, and for ultrasound synthesis or sonochemistry. Diagnostic ultrasound is used in medical diagnostic and also in chemical analysis. Next, what is an ultrasound? The sound wave having frequencies beyond 16 kHz is called an ultrasound. The sound audible to human ear are of the frequencies between 16 Hz and 16 kHz. As I mentioned earlier, the ultrasound is divided into two regions. It is high frequency and low frequency ultrasound. High frequency ultrasound find extensive use in medical diagnosis and chemical analysis. What are the applications of the ultrasound? The ultrasound is used in the target detection, that is, it is used in sonar, that is sound navigation and ranging systems. The chemical applications of ultrasound synthesis, that is called ultrasound synthesis, and the chemical applications involves organic synthesis, extraction, degradation of pollutants, catalysis, electrochemistry, nanomaterials, glassware cleaning, etc. Medical applications involves medical sonography, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ it is called ultrasonography, acoustic target drug delivery, and the cleaning of teeth in the dental hygiene, etc. Industrial applications involve ultrasonic testing, it should be non-destructive, ultrasonic cleaning, and the ultrasound is used in the now it is used in the manufacturing field also. And what is the definition of ultrasound synthesis? The use of power ultrasound in chemical synthesis is referred to as ultrasound synthesis. That is, we are using ultrasound in chemical synthesis. Here, power ultrasound induces the chemical reaction, or it enhances the rate of chemical reactions. The utilization of low frequency, high intensity ultrasound in chemical process is referred to as sonochemistry. It is a new branch of chemistry. Here we are using ultrasound to perform chemical reactions. What are the processes in ultrasound synthesis or in sonochemistry? The process in sonochemistry and also in sonoluminescence involves the formation, growth, and implosive collapse of bubbles by the radiation of sound. Generally, the sound effect by the ultrasound do not affect the electronic, vibrational and rotational levels of reagents or molecules or any systems. However, the ultrasound irradiation provides a powerful technique for establishing unique chemical and physical conditions. That is, if we apply ultrasound irradiation to a system, it result a local increase in the temperature of several thousands of Kelvin. This unique condition is primarily arise from two physical processes called acoustic streaming and acoustic cavitation. The main one is acoustic cavitation. Now it spanned a new field of chemistry that is called, by using the principle of acoustic cavitation, it will result in the new form development of a new field of chemistry that is called cavitational chemistry. Then, what is an acoustic wave? We know that what is a wave form. Everybody should know what is a wave. An acoustic wave travels through an elastic medium as an alternating series of compressions and rarefactions. This is the schematic representation of the sound wave which travel through an elastic medium. Here we can observe the compressions and the rarefactions. First we have to study what is acoustic streaming. When we apply ultrasound to a system, the sound wave loses its momentum when traveling through a liquid. This is, for example, it is mainly due to the viscous friction. This momentum is transferred to the liquid, resulting in the formation of liquid motion in the direction of wave propagation. That is, in which direction we are applying the wave, in that direction there is a momentum change. This sound-induced flow is often referred to as acoustic streaming. The streaming velocities can be vary from few centimeters up to meter per second. In presence of a small particle, the friction between the fluid and the particle can also give rise to microstreaming. There is normal streaming, acoustic streaming. If there is a particle, there is additional process called microstreaming. Due to these phenomena, ultrasound provides a non-invasive means of enhancing the mass and heat transfer. This figure shows the image of the effect of ultrasound irradiation in ecosystem. A large cloud of bubbles is formed directly below the ultrasound hole. Here the arrows indicate the direction of acoustic stream. Next we have to study what is acoustic cavitation. Normally the liquids have cavities. These cavities are stabilized against the dissolution by adherence to the surface or an impurity. The gas cavities can also arise from a rarefaction pressure from the sound waves as a result of the gas dissolved in the liquid, as well as by the partial vaporization of the liquid. Depending on the size of these cavities, the ultrasound frequency and the pressure amplitude. The pressure variations from the sound wave set the cavities into radial motion. During the rarefaction phase, the negative pressure from the sound wave induces expansion of the cavity until a maximum radius is observed. After this, the subsequent compression of the phase of the sound wave causes the cavities to contract. That is, the cavity undergo expansion and also the contraction. Under specific conditions, the cavity is set into nonlinear motion and the cavity collapses in a relatively short period of time compared to the expansion phase. This the cavity undergo expansion and compression. In some nonlinear conditions, the cavity undergo expansion. and in that case it undergoes collapse. Since the collapse dynamics are fast compared to the mass and heat can transfer, the cavity compression leads to short-lived localized hotspots having temperature around 5000 Kelvin, pressures of roughly 1000 atmosphere, and a heating and cooling rate above 1010 Kelvin per second. That is, as a result of acoustic cavitation, it results in the formation of hotspot. That is, a particular stage, a short-lived state is called a hotspot. At this time, once hotspots were formed, the bubbles undergo collapse, the bubbles collapse, and this collapse is followed by repeated oscillation as denoted as after bounce until the refraction phase of the sound wave set in again and a new cavitation cycle started. That is, this process repeated. This figure shows the acoustic pressure and the corresponding radius time curve for a single cavitation event leading to a hotspot. Now we have to study some ultrasonic irradiation devices. A variety of devices have been used for ultrasonic irradiation of solutions. That is, in order to perform ultrasound synthesis, now a large number of devices has been used. There are three major general designs of these devices. That is, the ultrasonic cleaning bath, the direct immersion ultrasonic horn, and also flow reactors. The originating source of the ultrasound is generally a piezoelectric ceramic material that is subjected to a high alternating current voltage with an ultrasonic frequency typically 15 to 50 kilohertz. That is, the sound waves are generated from a piezoelectric ceramic material. The vibrating source is attached to the walls of the cleaning bath, to an amplifying horn, or to the outer surface of the flowing through the tube or diaphragm. This figure shows a capped horn sonicator, probe sonicator, and the general schematic representation of a sonochemistry apparatus, or it is a normally used sonochemistry apparatus. Now, the ultrasonic bath is the most accessible source of laboratory ultrasound synthesis and has been successfully used for the synthesis of a variety of materials. The most intense and reliable source of ultrasound is generally used in chemical laboratory is the direct immersion ultrasonic horn. Here, the sound frequency from 50 to 500 voltage is varies from 50 to 500 watts per centimeter square, which can be used for work under either inert or reactive atmosphere and at moderate pressures. These are the two processes for the ultrasound synthetic conditions. Then what is the theory of ultrasound synthesis? Generally accepted explanation for the origin of sonochemistry and sonoluminescence is the hotspots theory. In hotspots theory, the potential energy given to a bubble as it expands to a maximum size is concentrated into a heated gas core as the bubble implodes. The kinetic studies revealed that there are in fact two sonochemical reaction sites. The first, most commonly it is the dominant site, is the bubble's interior gas phase, while is condition initially liquid phase. The latter corresponds corresponds either to heating of the shell of liquid around the collapsing bubble or to the droplet of the liquid ejected to the hot spot by surface wave distortions of the collapsing bubble. What are the factors affecting the ultrasound synthesis of sonochemistry? Normally, the acidity, basicity, dipole moment, etc. do not have significant role in the sonochemistry. But the velocity, viscosity, of the dissolved gases and the surface tension are directly involved in the ultrasound synthesis. These factors, the velocity, viscosity, surface tension, etc., can be manipulated by two parameters, that is acoustic pressure and acoustic intensity. Now we have to study some reactions using the ultrasound. Examples are switching reactions, Kornblum-Russell reactions, homogeneous reactions, heterochemical reactions, heterogeneous reactions, metal activation reactions, Grignard reagent preparations, palladium catalytic coupling reactions, for example, Suzuki coupling. This is one example of ultrasound synthesis that has been carried out in homogeneous aqueous medium. Here we see cis isomer is converted to trans isomer by using ultrasound, and also the conversion of acid to phenolic acid. Another example is the Grignard reagent preparation. We can use ultrasound to prepare the Grignard reagent. The traditional methods involves oxide-free magnesium, periodic crushing of the metals requires. But ultrasonication, if we use ultrasound, we can use any grade of magnesium. Here also the crushing is not required. Here if we use magnesium in THF at a 45 degree for 1 hour reaction time, there is no reaction. Under the same condition, if we use an ultrasound in addition to this, we can get the 90% product. Next is ultrasound assisted Suzuki coupling. This is an example of, these are example of ultrasound Suzuki coupling with and without ultrasound. With ultrasound we get 92% yield. Without the ultrasound we get only 25% yield. Another example which employs the use of ultrasound in chemical synthesis is Ullmann reaction. For example, when ultrasound is applied to an Ullmann reaction that normally requires a 10-fold excess of copper and 48 hours of reaction time, this can be reduced to 4-fold excess of copper and a reaction time of 10 hours. The particle size of the copper shrinks to 85 to 25 micrometer, but the increase in the surface area cannot fully explain in the case of reactivity. It was suggested that the sonication also assists the breakdown of the intermediate and the proportion of the product to form the product from the surface. Another example is the hydrolysis of nitriles in acidic or basic conditions. Hydrolysis of benzonitriles under thermal or ultrasound using 2 molar HCl or 2 molar sodium hydroxide. The reaction in presence of ultrasound results in the improvement of the reaction time from 8 hours to 45 minutes compared to thermal conditions. Another example is Diels-Alder reaction. The Diels-Alder cycloadditions can be conducted effectively at relatively low temperatures under ultrasound conditions using an ionic liquid as the reaction medium. The ultrasound is used in the synthesis electrocyclic ring opening of benzocyclic butene. By using ultrasound, we can perform the ring opening reaction.